Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a brand new series called The Deep Dives. In this series of videos, it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to take you handheld throughout everything that I can possibly see. So even just down to what buttons are on the doors, what buttons are on there just everywhere, just a real in-depth look at some of the stuff that you might not see in a regular typical review video. And we're going to start with this, the BMW 7 Series. So here we go. And because this is the first one of these deep dives, we would love all of your feedback. Let us know if you like these, if you want to see it on more cars, and well, just give us some feedback. So we'll start on the 7 on the outside with this new face of luxury that BMW are doing, with this sort of eyebrow across the top, with then the main lights in here, which are of course LED. The big, large kidney grills on the front, I don't think are as offensive as everybody made them out to be. I think it looks great, this car. It has a real air of luxury about it, and I think this one looks fantastic. Of course, you can get the new 7 Series as an internal combustion hybrid, like this one. This is the 750e. Or you can get, of course, the i7, which is fully electric. This one here, finished in Tanzanite as well, just looks amazing. The paint is fantastic. Of course, being the UK, the weather has turned now. It's turned into autumn, so please excuse all of the water on the car. This particular car has got the bigger alloy wheels as well. You've got your charging flap down here on the side, which I need to unlock the car to unlock. Simple in there, no DC rapid charging on the hybrids as of yet. An M logo here because this is an M Sport. Moving along the side, the door handles are slightly different. They're just a little sort of touchpad within the handle. We'll jump onto the interior shortly because there's loads to show you in there. Shut the door, and then same with the rear. I mean, there is absolute load to show you in here. This video might be quite long because, as I say, we're starting these deep dives with possibly the most one of the cars with the most stuff to show you. But yes, you've got the Hofmeister kink still here, obviously signature BMW, which denotes rear wheel drive. Of course, this though is X-Drive. Around the rear, really lovely rear end with these sort of sculpted rear LED lights. Obviously the badging here. Boot space is enormous. It's just a little button to open up. Of course, we've got charging cable and so on all in the back of here. Acres and acres of room in there, and of course electronically folding. And you've got the diffuser on the back with no visible exhaust pipes. There are some underneath there, but they are very well hidden. Fuel filler here, just like you would. It is pressurized, obviously, because it's a hybrid and you have to unlock it in the car, which I'll show you in a second. But let's start our look in the rear. Now, this is where there is an unbelievable amount to show you. So let's just step in here and close the door. So in the rear, there is acres and acres of space. Knee room is incredible. I mean, I'm not the tallest, probably, I don't know, 5'11"-ish. But there is loads of space here with loads of knee room. You've then got a little accessory holder here with a USB-C charging pad there, charging plug, mind you. And then you've got your air conditioning and stuff down here. Now, in the centre, we've got a wireless charging pad, which is quite a cool thing to behold. And then you've got a big centre sort of cubby hole here with 2 more USB-C charging points. This does lift all the way up as well if you wanted to get a third person in here. To be honest, I think most people will have this down. It's a lovely, lovely armrest. These seats are lovely with this sort of effect across them. And you've got a really, really nice cushions that go on the back of your head. But something that's really immensely cool in here, if we go down here and start playing around with these screens in the corner. So if I slide this to unlock, this is where you can control everything in the rear here. Hopefully you can see this as clear as possible. Now we've got different displays and so on, but the big one is the theatre. So if I click fold down, everything shuts, so you can see the blinds in the side, the rear, everything closes. Oh, and then there we go. This is the largest screen in any car at the moment. I'm not sure this is going to work because I don't actually have the Fire Stick on me right now, but we'll soon find out. But yeah, I mean, look at it. It is a superb thing to look at, and what a comfortable, yeah, see, I don't have the Fire Stick configured for this, but yeah, you can watch anything you want on here. So you can watch Amazon Prime, Netflix, Disney Plus, all the streaming services are all available on that incredible screen. And it's just spectacular to behold. And then all you need to do to get rid of it, click fold up down here, and it will fold away. But there's so much more that you can do on. I mean, look at this, the ambient lighting in the Bowers and Wilkins sound system there. But there's just more you can do in here. So if I click home, you've then got the mode, so you can see all the different sort of personalization options in here if you wanted to. You wanted your ambient lighting, your reading lights, everything is all controlled in here. The climate control as well, you probably noticed that there wasn't really any screens down here because they're all in here. So if I activate them now, then you can go and sort of change your ventilation, your heated seats, your cooled seats, your ventilated seats. It is spectacular to behold. You can then obviously go back and do all of your blinds in here as well and change the back one, the sides, the roof. Like, it is just, I mean, look at that. It's now absolutely fantastic back here. It's a proper limousine experience. Let's open them all because it's getting very dark in here. You've got your electric window controller here and a lock and unlock button. Now, the doors actually are quite interesting. They are electric operated, no manual release. Well, there is a manual release just down here, just in case they fail for any reason, but you literally open the door by pressing this button here and they open. Now you can actually get electronically closing doors like, well, on a Rolls Royce, but this car doesn't have that option, unfortunately. But let's jump out of here and then we'll go into the front of the car. And you also actually can get them to shut. There's a little button here and the door will shut. As I say, this car doesn't have that option. But let's jump in here as someone sets off a car alarm across the road. So we've got this new sort of flat bottom steering wheel here. We'll do a whole walk around of everything in a sec. But yeah, the first thing that you notice is this new flat bottom steering wheel. You've got your multimedia controls all on this side of the wheel, and then your cruise control, your speed limiter, etc. all on this side. Of course, you've got the paddles behind, and you've also got a little boost function which gives you all the power for 10 seconds. And then we'll go across here. So your seats are electronically controlled through these buttons here, so down, forwards, backwards, all that sort of stuff. And then along here you've got the button for the fuel cap, then you've got your memory seats, different options here. So this one is the driver's seat if you wanted to adjust in here, comfort adjustment, all these little bits, so the lumbar and all that stuff. Really cool thing. You can do the passenger seat in there too. And then down here on the controls here, so we have the rear blinds which can be locked, child locks, obviously rear windows, front windows, your controls for your wing mirrors, and the boot release button here. Again, as with the back, the doors are electronic, so you just press that button and it opens, simple as that. And then here we've got your light controls, but you're going to click auto and leave them there, and you'll notice they're all surrounded with this incredible sort of crystal ambient lighting effect, which does something really cool. Of course, you can go into the iDrive and control everything on there, but also something that's quite nice is when you put your hazard lights on. Look at that! It's fully reactive. How awesome is that as a feature? Something quite small, but really rather awesome. Directly in front, let's just turn the car on so you can see this screen in all its detail. So this is the control display directly in front of you, fully obviously customizable if you wanted to go across using this button here and change the content that's on there or the layout, for example. And it's also got the cameras are incredible. So it's currently on the AR, the augmented reality. And what this does is when you put a satellite navigation destination in, it all pops up on here. So it actually shows you on the road the arrows and the street signs and all that stuff. It is incredible. But yeah, you can change the layout to whatever you want, and then your heads-up display, hopefully you can see this, can also be customized on there too. Hopefully you can see that. But yeah, there's loads you can do on that screen. Really amazing. We move down into the center console, which has this slightly new redesigned sort of iDrive control area. So you've got your start stop button for the engine. You've then got your drive select, so drive, reverse, no, big handle now, and then your handbrake is there. We've also got a typical iDrive controller. Now the screen in the center can be controlled via the iDrive down here or touchscreen, which we'll go into this a little bit more in a second. And then you've got all your parking cameras here, you've got a ride height adjustment thing here, and I mean, it's got full air suspension, so you can just change the ground clearance, and then your volume controls and so on here. In the middle, we've got 2 cup holders in here and a charging pad there too. And then in the middle, a split opening sort of cubby hole here with 2 wireless, no, not wireless, just wired USB-C ports there. I mean, the seats, again, super comfortable like they are in the rear. And then there's not really any buttons here to control your satellite, not your satellite navigation, your air conditioning and so on. It's all done on the screen. But you do have your rear filaments, so your defrost and your fronts, and also the button to open the glove box. How cool is that? Let's do it again. Press that, electronically opens. Lovely. Now we get to a little bit more of the complicated bit. This is the latest version of BMW's operating system. Of course, you've got wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay on this car too, but this is the new system. And if you wanted to do, for example, a quick option to your ventilated seats, your heated seats and your heated steering wheel, you just need to press this button down here. But if you wanted a little bit more, click on the fan button here and it brings up the whole menu. This is how you control your air conditioning, your heated seats, your ventilation. It's all done on here, and I have to say they've made it much easier to use than the previous system. This is your main home screen. This is what it looks like. So your media's up here. Connect a device here, obviously there's nothing connected at the moment, and then the maps are here. If you wanted to do a little bit more, you can click on that button there, and there is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of options in here. So your mobile devices, your modes, podcasts, I mean, there is just an unbelievable amount. One that's quite cool, interior camera, which is only actually available with the BMW app. So if you log in through that, there is an interior camera actually up here, which is quite cool to use. But yeah, lovely thing to use. But yeah, I mean, there's loads in here. You can change your interior lighting. So if you wanted to change your ambient lighting, so at the minute obviously it's purple. If you wanted to change to, for example, indigo, you can just change it. I mean, there's so many colors in here to choose from, and they all look really nice. But there is just an endless amount of things to do in here. But the great thing is, once you've connected the car to your BMW ID, the car will save all of that. You don't need to come back in and change it every single time then. It's just going to be saved to exactly what you want. The dashboard has got this really nice sort of 2-step look to it across the top here, with the leather across and the sort of speakers built in. You've got this really nice wood effect which runs the whole way through with this sort of double-stepped dashboard again, and it runs all the way through here too. But I think it's a really great place to be. There is loads and loads of space in here, and everything is just as it should be. There's just acres and acres of space. There's all your, I mean, your controls are just slightly different. These actually control where the air comes out, and I actually can't work out where it comes out from. I think it's across here, just below and actually above the ambient lighting. That's a really cool solution. Nicely sort of integrated into there. But yeah, thank you ever so much for watching, guys. This is our first sort of raw deep dive into a model. Please let me know in the comments below. Oh, actually no, before we need to mention the Sky Lounge up here with these filaments, which obviously you can't see right now because it's the middle of the day, but these things all light up at night and give a really incredible effect across the sunroof. But yeah, anyway, we'll finish there because this is getting quite long. Thank you guys ever so much for watching. If you want any more information on the new BMW 7 Series, and if you want to see more of these deep dives, do please let me know, because I quite like doing them. Just a really raw, really simple walk and talk around exactly what I'm seeing and show you around all the bits that you might not see on a typical review. So as always, please like this video, subscribe to the channel for plenty more content to come, and I will see you guys again very, very soon.